Hi everyone, this is Farah here I'm the founder and CEO of BCom. I just want to share a little bit more about myself and then I'm going to pass it over to my good friend Caroline, who's actually going to be sharing more about herself as well. So prior to starting BCom, I did come from a business background and actually had a career in sales and account management. So I used to work with Pepsi and then later moved on to a company called Maple Leaf Foods and I was responsible for one of the largest account in Western Canada. Um, and then what happened in 2016 was I actually had a huge burnout, and it kind of made me want to just take a break and really figure out who I was and what I want to do with my life. So it actually led me to actually taking time off to traveling the world. And while I was traveling, I ended up in Southeast Asia and came across certain Eastern wellness practices that had a profound impact on my life. And in 2018, I decided to move to Bali to actually live and work with some spiritual healers out there and learn from them. And which actually led to what, are some of the principles around BCom today. Um, Also, there were some other events that happened in my 20s that had a profound impact in my life. And, I often refer to 3Ds, which is death, disease, divorce. If you encounter one of these things in your life, it will impact you and who you are. So I actually lost my dad in my 20s, which really had an impact on who I was. And mindfulness for me has really changed the way I look at life and myself. And that's why I started Be Calm, because I wanted to, one, meet people where they were at. And a lot of us are, spending a lot of our time in organizations in a 9 to 5 job. So with Be Calm, we have worked with many organizations, over 20 plus businesses today. And what BCom does is it's a mindfulness consulting agency that specializes in stress and anxiety management and also integrating mindfulness in the workplace. So, we do one-on-one coaching, we do webinars and workshops for organizations, and then we also do long-term mindfulness implementation plans. And it's been very, very humbling to see, how many people have resonated with our services. Something a lot of people don't know about me is, but I've actually lived in 5 countries since birth. And as I mentioned, traveling has been a big part of my life. And I've been fortunate to have traveled to over 39 countries in the last 10 years. And I'm really grateful because, I do strive to live life wholeheartedly and embrace mindfulness daily. And it's a big part of my work. And yeah, now I'm going to pass it on to my good friend Caroline, who's going to be sharing more about her journey.
Thank you, Farah. Hi, my name's Caroline Croft, and I'm a supply chain executive with many decades of experience in the manufacturing and telecommunications sectors. I've had a very, successful career. However, it didn't start off on an easy road. I was quite a rebellious teen, and had to overcome all that went along with that, and eventually turned into a lifelong learner. And I eventually even getting a master's in business administration when only just a few years ago. But what I really wanted to talk to you today about was about my journey into mindfulness as well, which dates back to the mid 90s, which is a time when, I'll be honest, it wasn't something that I talked broadly about. It was not mainstream back then. It was quite a bit on the fringe. Um, and so, but coming back to far as mentioning of the 3Ds, for me, it was divorce. I knew I needed to do something different. And so I got introduced to sort of the mindfulness practices through a conscious energy breath work, which helped me immensely. It helped me to sort of release the stress, tension, and emotions that I was carrying around at the time, and allowed me to gain the needed and the necessary insight for me to understand how my marriage had broken down, and what my path forward needed to be. Um, I'm here to share with you my story and my lessons that I've learned in integrating this work for, 25 years. There's some stuff that I would certainly do again, and there's other bits that I would avoid. And so I'm looking forward to working with Farah in this upcoming program to share the practical side of trying to live more mindfully. So if now Farah and I met a couple of years ago at a Young Women in Business conference, and we were really taken with each other and been looking for opportunities to work together. And so here we are. So please, if you want to learn more about our upcoming program, click on the link that's attached to this post. Have yourself a great day.